Yeah, like my mom is like, I know a lot of people hated her at work, but she like, they would keep like raising her salaries because they didn't want her to leave because she did such a good job at her job.
I feel like, because being hard to work with, I feel like that's inevitable in every job. Like, who is not hard to work with? Like, but if you're even when you're dealing with customers, those are your customers. They can be hard to work with. So.
And also, like, maybe I would assume that people call her difficult to work with because of her prestige and it's intimidating. And she probably does get a little bit frustrated with people at times when she's doing her projects, probably. But the fact that everyone's also admitting that she's good at PR, there's like a community there in the sense that people, despite the fact that she's difficult to work with, it's really easy for them to see that she's doing her job well. So that could, easily put aside difficulties to work with.
So you guys believe that she's terrific at PR because everyone says she is?
It's not only the fact that people are saying that she's good at what she does, but it's also that people are like,
She's
it's
well known also.
yeah, so, and the fact that it is a fact that she will bring prestige and visibility to the firm.
Yeah, it's
then
a fact here.
that's not, we're not relying on, people's perceptions, we're relying on her actual, known credentials and status as part of the PR community.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Middle?
I don't know. Go ahead.
How's that work?
Okay, let's just go like this.
Oh.
Okay, so I rated Scott James. Okay, I'm gonna change this. I gave him a 2, but I'm giving him a 3 because I forgot to consider his experience. Because just because he is employed in the personal department where your PR activity is housed doesn't mean he knows what he's doing. But then the reason it's a 3 and not like a 5 or a 4 is because while doing the background for the position, just because it's rumors doesn't mean it's true. And then the moment something happens, that's when you replace him. So it's the same thing as with what they were arguing with Bill Chambers, that like that he may not have the experience, but like they were saying that like they would rather just go on the chance because maybe he'll be good. Well, then it's the same thing with Scott James, and he might be good at the job, but like it's not a fact that he's I don't know, inappropriately sexual.
I rated him a 4 because it says that he's worked for your company, but it doesn't say what he's worked as. Like, he could be the mail carrier and know everything just because he hears people talk or something. And also because there's rumors that he's making sexual advances. I don't think that's very professional in the company, but they're just rumors, so that's why I rated him 4 instead of like 5.
I actually rated him a 1. And the reason why I rated him as a 1 is because he's worked for this company for 10 years and he knows it inside and out. So he knows the flaws of the company for the past decade. So appointing him to this position would put him, in great position. It would put him in a great spot to move the company forward and grow. Although it's been rumored for his sexual advances, it's rumors. You're looking back into his background, and his secretaries might be kind of sore at him or something. We have no real, we don't have the right to know, or we have the right to know, but we don't know if it's true. So I feel that his experience, especially with the company itself, gives him that more of an edge above all the other candidates.
Oh,
Okay, so I rated him 3 same as Chris. I think on the same basis on what he was saying. He does have experience within the company, but at the same time, I still don't know what he does per se. So that's why I'm kind of borderline, don't know what to give, or rating him a 3.
Oh, he's number 5 on mine, the lowest.
Spectrum.
He's worked for the company for 10 years, but public relations is in terms of not know, it's not necessarily knowing our specific company, but it's also knowing the personality of the company and knowing the company inside out. He could be a janitor, as in cleaning the
That's what I was
company.
saying.
Yeah, cleaning the company inside out. And especially since the company is in need of change and growth, it's not exactly that he's not the most, it's not exactly that he's the least qualified, but as far as qualifications go, he doesn't really even have a PR. He's worked in the PR department, but that could be anything. Because there's in the PR department, not only do you have the actual people who deal with public relations, you have like assistants, you have accountants, you have all these other things, and that might not even be directly in a part of the PR business or job. And the rumors about from some secretaries that Scott has a reputation of making inappropriate sexual advances, despite the fact that there are rumors have to be derived from somewhere. And that's not something that you want someone to represent your company to have under their belt, because that's negative press already for the company. Because PR is public relations, and that stuff deals with rumors and things like that. So to have someone already have negative aspects under their belt, it speaks bad, because then where can you go from there?
I don't know, I just think if he's worked for the company for 10 years, he should have a better job. Like, he only works in the personal department. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound very prestige.
Yeah,
No.
the personnel department, that's not even PR. That's like,
Everybody.
I think he's like a secretary or a mail carrier. What is
He
that?
says he can be productive too. Productive can mean like a lot of things, like,
Versus
oh,
a
he
mail
could
carrier.
like.
I know, like,
he's
here's your
he
mail.
could be
Immediately productive though,
Immediately, he could be immediately productive.
like, I say that says a lot about him. For him, like, what my argument is that he has 10 years underneath his belt within the company, so he knows the flaws of the company already, what went wrong within the past decade. And then for him to have the reputation of being immediately productive has to say a lot about him.
But it
You know
doesn't
what I
say
mean?
anything about his like PR experience.
So maybe
Yeah,
maybe you shouldn't be a
I
PR
feel that.
director then. Maybe you should be like
Yeah.
a consultant for the PR.
Yeah, because
you know.
because knowing the flaws and the ins and outs of the company doesn't mean that you're good at public relations, which is what the job calls for.
And the
Maybe you could be
company's
like
always changing. You know, it wants to be. They want to hire someone so that the company can grow, and like.
I feel like if you know the company that well, then you need someone who can step back into the company from a fresh perspective.
Promotion.
Yeah, promotion. He could get a promotion.
Oh yeah, shouldn't he have had a promotion if he's been working there for 10 years? Maybe he's not doing a good job.
Well, it doesn't say anything about his salary.
But also
Maybe
like
no.
the sexual advances in the workplace, I feel like no one would say that kind of stuff unless it was true, because that's a professional workplace. It's a
Or
professional
they could just
professional
like
level.
not like him maybe, but
But then that's
if
that's
they
also,
don't like him,
yeah,
that's also
that,
a bad
that's
thing.
also saying something. To have such negative, I would say
But then
karma.
they could also not like him because maybe they're intimidated by him.
Like
Jane
Jenner.
Phillips.
But then they're like secretaries, so like why the would they care?